Hello, everyone. This is Noemi Banchi. I am here in Sydney, and we are going to study today the seventh ray, and this activity is based on the book Daily Meditations by Thomas Printz. So, before starting, we are going to do the prayer or the invocation that usually we do, and it is the Great Invocation. So why we are doing that? Why are we doing that right now? Well, because this prayer is very important to invoke the energy, to attract the energy, and to solve first of all our issues, any issue, and then help others. So is highly recommend doing this every day, especially on full moon, but every day because we need sometimes we need help, and when we do this every single day, we create a momentum, and this momentum in any moment of our lives is very, very helpful. So let me PowerPoint only so we can start. We are going to listen to a song, and this is the Air on the G string by Bach. All right. I'm reading the title and we start together. The Great Invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men, let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center, where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door with evil doers. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. All right, good. Okay, so I have to manage music, everything. So for this reason, we have a little bit of delay, but sorry for that. Okay, so I would like to say thank you to His Excellency Sir Ruben Cedeño, Baron of Louvercy, because, he is the person who teaches me. And also he is the visible head of all the metaphysical groups in the world. So thank you. Thank you, Sir Ruben Cedeño. And this information, as I said before, is in the book Daily Meditations by Thomas Printz. But actually, Thomas Printz is, in fact, Master. There is a mistake there, but Master Moria. Okay, so today is the last ray. We already studied the sixth rays. So we studied the blue, the golden, the pink, the white, the green, the golden ray. And today we are going to see the violet ray. But let's do some reviews. A review of all what we studied during all this course. And so, yes, because we started 7 weeks ago, we studied one ray per week. and especially we studied on the specific day. So why? Because every ray is related to one day of the week. And what can we do is, well, what we can do is dress the color of the day. For example, today is Saturday and the ray is violet, so wear something violet. Could be anything. You don't have to be dressed in violet from head to toe, no. But a detail is very important, so you are connected with the virtues on that day. So let's see. So for example, the first ray is blue on Sunday, and the virtues are goodwill, faith, and power. The second ray is golden on Monday, and the virtues are good wisdom, enlightenment. And the third ray is pink on Tuesday, and the virtues are love, cohesion. The fourth ray is white on Wednesday, and the virtues are beauty, ascension. The fifth ray is green on Thursday, and the virtues are health, truth. And the sixth ray is gold ruby on Friday, and the virtues are peace, provision. And on the seventh ray is violet on Saturday, and the virtues are forgiveness and transmutation. Some of them, there is more virtues, but to have some idea, so we name now one or two, but there's more virtues for each ray. Okay, so Saturday, yoo-hoo, yes. Sometimes I don't know if you have your favorite day of the week. I don't know, but Saturday is the day of the seventh ray, the violet flame of mercy, compassion, invocation, transmutation, and freedom. So all these virtues are connected with this color, if we would say. And the most important thing is that it's like, for example, you can breathe these on Saturday. Of course, if you know. It's like, you know, when it's this is the same like when it's a very good series on Netflix. And if you don't watch it on Netflix, you lost it. You miss it. Well, this is the same. If you know about the grace and the virtues, how can you invoke them? Well, it's easier to you. It's like you are watching Netflix. Okay, it's the same. And the meditation started like this. Almost every meditation. Sorry. Maybe I want to explain a little bit about that, because the book Daily Meditations has, well, the seven rays and how it works. Okay, how does it work? Let me explain to you. Every day you will read only the meditation of the day, and you can read it on the bus, if you're waiting for a meeting or something. It is nowadays the meditation is more practical. There's nothing like you have to go to the middle of you have to go in the middle of nowhere or go to a mountain. No, not at all. It's very practical, because yes, our lives now is very dynamic, so we need to do a lot of things, and well, we can include this activity as well. And this meditation on Saturday starts like this. Beloved persons of God, I am in me. Today I am renewed. And let me explain to you about the I am presence, because it's very important to know about that. So here we have, this is the representation of your reality. even though you know only a little bit, you know only the bottom of your reality, we are three parts. We are triple. So the I am presence is your spirit. The inner self is your soul, and your personality is actually your body. Okay, your appearance. And it's very good to name that like this, your appearance, because actually it's not you. Your personality is composed of your appearance, physical appearance, but also your vitality and your emotions and your thought. This is all your personality. But we are not only that, we are also our inner self. Okay? And this is why we studied this, to recognize, to discover who am I. So, this is the meditation, okay? So we continue. Today I shall become that which God intends, my holy inner self in action, for I am the Christ consciousness. I am the Christ consciousness. I am the Christ consciousness now, made manifest and eternally sustained. And this sentence is to do, and many times, but also to think about your consciousness, okay? Because everything is a state of consciousness. So the more you study, the more you be aware of your being. And the first thing you have to know is reject or discover what are you not. So you are not your appearance, you are not your thought, you are a state of consciousness. It's very important to know that. The meditation continues and it says, keep me sealed in a pillar of violet fire that transcends all human creations in, through, and around me, or that which is returning for the redemption, until I am wholly ascended and free. So what is this about the pillar of violet fire? Well, this is the same image as we saw recently, we have seen recently, and it's about your appearance, your personality, and it's involved in the violet fire. And this is we said recently pillar, but also we can imagine that it's a cylinder because we are inside of that. And well, this violet fire is almost the only thing that it's the only thing that can transmute, eliminate, consume all the mistakes of your personality, because you have a lot of mistakes. Okay, and this is the first step. Recognize your mistakes, recognize your faults, your errors, and you need to transmute all of this with the violet fire. But it's not only say I am within a cylinder of violet fire. Is, remember, the violet fire is a state of consciousness. Is, for example, we will say something very practical. Instead of talking about virus, illness, pain, or I will die tomorrow, I feel like I'm so tired, all these kind of things that people used to say frequently or daily, well, stop it. Don't say this anymore. And with the violet fire, transmute all these decrees and start thinking about the opposite. So, for example, I feel well, I want to improve, I want to be healed. how many people say, I don't want to feel pain? And the point is, it's not correct, the sentence, because you are thinking about pain. The correct thing is thinking about healing, well-being, or peace, or yes, something positive. And all of this is about consciousness. So we can do the decree. So this decree we can say together. I am the protection of the armor cylinder of the electromagnetic ray of violet light, which consumes and dissolves all the mistakes made by me and all humankind. Thank you, Father. And as much as you can, at least 3 times per day. Okay, so here is the image of Saint-Germain. And His Majesty Saint-Germain is the former Chohan of the 7th ray. Remember, Chohan means director. And he is the current king of the Golden Age and Avatar Aquarius, in charge of the Earth and its evolutions for the next 2,000 years. So, we need to study a lot. Let me tell you something. We need to study many things, because we need to know about eras or ages, sorry. And well, but to give a little bit of his resume, this is like nowadays he is like Jesus 2,000 years ago. Jesus was the avatar of the previous era, for 2,000 years, and since 1954, His Majesty Saint-Germain is he was named as a king of the Golden Age. And the Golden Age is not about only 2,000 years, it's more than that. And he says, take time to be holy. And very important, even in these days. Take time to be holy. What does it mean? Practice just stealing your thoughts process from racing. Simply stopping your etheric memories from resuscitating all discords. Just stopping the restless motion of your physical body. Alright, so let me tell you something. The first thing we have to do is have a seat, relax your body. Look at this person like always have to do something, like in the kitchen, go to the garden, or go to the park. I need to do some exercise, and then I have to come back, and then even if they are watching something on TV or something, they have to do physically something. So rest your physical body. The first thing, sit down, focus on your breathing. And the second step is, okay, we will still our mind. And of course, it's not like blind mind. No, it's not about that. Forget about that. And also, it's impossible. So, if you are focused on your breathing, you will stop racing. So, one thought to other thought to other thought. You remember what you said yesterday, and then this person, and you remember, oh yeah, because this person, I remember he was or she was dressed something like that, and then you remember from this episode, you remember the shop, and then I need to buy something, and then you go to and well, I think you know better than me your own mind, and you see that there's a lot of process. And so we need to steal. And this is only about practice. And not only thoughts, also memories, because even when you are, for example, most of the time yes, physically maybe we are still, but our mind is always active and thinking all on. Sometimes we are remember something. Oh, I shouldn't say that, or I should do that, or something about the past. So stop it. This is what he says. Stop doing that. And then, if you can, without making your mental body immediately start working again, just turn quickly to the Supreme Being or One Being of Light and tune it in until you can anchor yourself in peace. So, it's very important. So, here is the image, because it's not only about talking, so we can practice now. Let's do this. Let's do that. So we can be quiet, be still for a while. You can sit if you want and close your eyes. Maybe it's helpful to be focused on your breathing and start breathing only. And then, if you have any mental process, don't fight with your mind. If you are thinking about something, be aware of that, observe yourself, and come back again to focus on your breathing. But also, not only is about, not only do you steal your physical body, but also your mental body. So don't fight with your mind. Look at it. And come back again to be focused on your breathing. Breathe out. Another thing, don't control the breathing. It's not long or short. Observe only. Observe your breathing and breathe out. Observe if you are breathing through your nose, your nostrils. It's very important as well. And feel yourself. Feel your heartbeat. If it's a little bit difficult now, you can put your hand on your chest and it will be easier. And that's it. This is a practice. You can see the image here. I will show you a little bit bigger. The image is she's meditating on the presence I am. So the I am presence, the image, the representation is like a map. It's like the GPS. You know, when you are driving to somewhere, and you don't know the road, so you need to follow the GPS. But when you see the GPS, the image, and you see the road, or the road, is not quite the same, isn't it? So what I want to say is like, this is the representation, but it's only the way that can help you to discover your reality, your I am presence. So, I mean, in other words, it's nothing like you will see this light around you. It's more about the guidelines, is the procedure, maybe? Yeah. Okay. And here is the image of Mother Mercedes. By the way, the artist is Virginia D'Amario. She lives in Sao Paulo, I think. Well, she lives in Brazil. Yes, she's the artist. So, Mother Mercedes Johann of the seventh ray. She says, gentle and reverently, you leave tracks on the face of the earth, remembering that the elemental life has created this platform for you to walk on it. Okay. And here is a very good point to talk about a little bit, because what she's saying here is like all the nature was created to you, for you, actually, for you. So, and when you see all these things like bushfires or problems with water, salt, or yeah, so anything like is not correct, or very speed winds, or anyway, cyclones, or twister, anything like you can see maybe on the news, or you can see a little bit closer. This is not the nature, and also is not the climate something about, is our thoughts and our feelings that how can I say that everything that you think, everything that you feel, everything that you say or you do involve all the environments. So, and the nature has this kind of activities to clean itself. So if we use more and more divided fire, we be helping the nature more than you can imagine. Knowing the sacred place, which is the abode of the Most High God in your heart, is one of the most important steps in the manifestation process. So let me tell you something, that you do nothing. Your personality, you do nothing. Because what you have to do is recognize your inner self, and your inner self is the energy that comes through you through your mind and your feelings, and the energy flows. Go whatever you need. But you, in my case, Noemi is in Spanish, Noemi, anyway, doesn't matter. My personality doesn't do anything, okay? And this is very important, because we are only the instrument. We focus on the energy, and that's it. Then the energy, let me tell you something. It's because you need to watch movies, because the movies are very, very helpful to understand this. And if you want to understand about this, I recommend to you the movie Doctor Strange. Yep, it is very important. You will learn a lot of watching this movie, if you didn't. But also with the conscious of metaphysics, of course, as well. So, well, what she says is recognize your inner self. Recognize this. The threefold flame is three consciousness states. Everything is about, okay? So we have goodwill is the blue flame, wisdom is the golden flame, and love is the pink flame. And it's within your heart. So it's within you. When you feel your heart beat, as we did recently, well, this is within you, and you can invoke to act immediately. So you don't have to accept anything less than perfection. No illness, no pain, no depression, anything. Okay, this is the image of Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel is the Archangel of Invocation and Transmutation. Okay, knowing about this, let me, before continue, let me do that. Because it's very important to know about these beings of light. It's very important. But also the most important thing is that you can develop what they developed as well, but within you. Is, for example, doesn't matter. Well, I would say it doesn't matter, but yeah. Well, the most important thing is to know about the virtue that they manifest, in that case, invocation. And we can do this. We can manifest in our life this. And he says, do you know that the life within an unkind world comes to you to be redeemed and set free? Oh my goodness. And this is very important to know, because sometimes we are facing some situations and they are not really nice. People like, speak ill about you, or someone like you love, or act in a bad behavior. And because you know about the violet flame, you know about the inner self within you and others, well, this is the opportunity that you have to, like he says, to redeem this energy. So, in other words, don't feel like a victim of the circumstances, or, yeah, why to me, why me, blah, blah, blah. No, use the violet flame because you have the power, you have the knowledge. And this is very important because you can transmute everything around you. So you know now, when your partner comes to you to be because he's annoying or to complain anything about you, you know now what you have to do. Invoke the violet flame, and you can use the violet flame transmuting mentally, verbally, as you wish, and transmute this energy. Or your boss, or your parents, or your friend, any friend, or your neighbor, any person. Maybe sometimes these things you can see on traffic queue, not queue, or something like that. Okay, any place is a good opportunity to practice this. And well, Archangel Zadkiel says, let us not personalize energy, that which comes within the compass of your daily thoughts and experience. So, well, this is that I said before. Don't think, oh, why me? It's not you, it's the energy, and you can transmute this very easy using the violet flame. Where there is a focus of the sacred fire, where there is a live stream who knows the violet flame, there that energy has an opportunity of being redeemed and returned to the universal first cause. And I read this delivery because I talk about this a little bit, but what I want to tell you now is that everything we think is very powerful. Your thought, everything we think, everything we feel, everything we say, and everything we do is an energy. And we qualify this energy with everything. So it depends, of course. But the point is, this energy goes, okay? Go out. And it has to return. So if the energy was positive, we will be it will be beneficial for to us, I think. But I'm thinking about 2 or 4 you. I don't know. Anyway, but what's happened if it's negative? If you do something not good, or if you think ill about someone, what happened with this energy? Well, this energy goes out but comes to you, because it cannot go to the universal first cause. Because remember, when I started this conversation, I said we do nothing. Okay, we qualify the energy, but we do nothing. So if what we do is negative, this energy cannot go to the cause, to the first cause of the source, which is the life. And for this reason, there is a lot of suffering around you, because it's all the energy coming against to you. Do you understand the importance of using the violet flame right now? Because the violet flame clean everything and transmute all the negativity. For not only for today or yesterday, many lives, because remember, we reincarnate. So a lot of things to transmute. Okay, here is the image of Elohim Arcturus. All right, and Arcturus is the Elohim of invocation, rhythm, and freedom. So again, it's interesting to know about the Elohim Arcturus, but most important thing is to know about the rhythm, to practice rhythm, the invocation. And he says, I am the Elohim of invocation and the rhythm, who brings to you an all life through the use of the violet fire, infinite freedom when you desire it enough. So you have to invoke. They cannot do anything to you for you, because you need to invoke. When you are hungry, you need to open your mouth and eat. Nobody can eat for you. Okay? So this is the same. We need to invoke them, in that case the Elohim Arcturus, to be free. And he says something very important. The freedom, when you desire it enough. Oh, yes. Again. Oh, I went back. Why he says that? Yes, I will say why he said that. Sorry. Let me go back. Okay. When you desire it enough. Because sometimes you say that, yes, I want to be free. But from the mouth to outside. Or from the teeth to outside. Within you are not ready. When you are with someone who is toxic, you are in a toxic relationship, and you say, yeah, but sometimes it's so nice. Come on, open your eyes and help. We are in a physical world. Yeah, we are physical bodies. But there is something beyond that. There is something beyond physics. And in that case, for example, we are talking about Elohim Arcturus. And you can help, we can ask for help. But we need to desire within us. Because nobody will come to our house to knock, to give you the freedom. Or give you freedom, sorry. Because it's not works like that. Life doesn't work like that. You need to invoke them, and you need to desire within you freedom. Be free. And to be free, you need to change. But it's nothing complicated. Let me give you an example. If you have a mattress and the mattress is old, well, you want to change it. But before coming the newer, you need to to take away the older. Okay? So, are you upset or are you sad because you need to remove the old to give a space to the new? Of course not. You are happy because you know something new is coming. And better. Well, this is for everything. When you have to say goodbye to someone or something, a job, a position, especially nowadays, like some people change a lot, change houses, change partner, change jobs, change a lot. It's because something new is coming. You need to know that, so you don't have to be sad. It's ridiculous because something good, something better is coming. We continue. I am who answers the call. The Elohim Arthur says, I am who answers the call of the heartbeats of any individual when sincerely desires freedom from disease, from lack, from fear and limitation of every kind and description. Well, if you feel touched, if you feel this is with you, feel free to call him. Invocation, through the invocation. Elohim Arcturus says, today I urge you with all the intensity and pressure of my being to develop your life, develop the qualities of perfection which are within it. So the perfection is in your hand. You need to invoke it. You need to focus on your inner self. And this is, well, we always need to be grateful. This is very important. So we can do this together. Beloved Master Saint Germain, beloved Zadkiel, beloved Arcturus, beloved Mother Mercedes, and all who serve on the seventh ray, I love you, bless you, and thank you for your mighty service to me and all humankind. Sorry, I didn't. I realized it was a little bit tiny. I don't know if you could see, but yeah. So always be grateful. Okay, and this is the image. So let me show you if I can. Or bond only. Okay, so here we have, okay, the earth, okay, and these beings are the Elohims. Yeah, remember, the first one who came to earth were Elohims. Elohim. Okay, in that case, the Elohim of the seventh ray are Arcturus and Diana. Okay, the archangels, then came the archangels. So the archangel of the seven ray are Zadkiel and Saint Amethyst. All right, and the Chohan is Master Saint Roman, and well, Lady Portia is his complement. So that's it. All right, so this is the end. Well, and as every activity, of course, this is we will not charge for these activities, but we practice in metaphysics. We practice what we call the prosperity consciousness, and what it's about? Well, is what we when we give something. The life, gives us more. And well, these activities are managed by donations. If you want to give, well, if we are face to face, we do this. We bless the money that we, before giving the money, we bless the money, because everything we bless, it multiplied. Okay, so we can do this together now. It's like a decree. Mighty I am persons, this is your work. Bless our limitless supply of money and every good and perfect thing to be multiplied in our hands and to the expansion of this teaching. Thank you, Father, for today my world has everything I need. Okay. And there is some news, because on Thursday, the 24th of September, we will have this beautiful event, 24 hours with Mother Mercedes. We know a little bit now about Mother Mercedes, but can you imagine 24 hours talking about all these topics, all about the virtues? Well, of course, there is activities in many languages. So because it's an international event with Sir Ruben Cedeño, Baron of Louvre-Sea, and international facilitators throughout the world. Well, here in Australia, it will be at 2 p.m. Yep, Sydney time, and on Thursday. So, but this is not all, because we have more. Yeah, we are blessed this month, because we have the 24 hours with Archangel Michael on Tuesday, the 29th of September. And also, again, this event is composed of 25 activities, one activity per hour. And yet it starts at 1 p.m. Sydney time, and here in Australia the activity is at 2 p.m. So take note about this if you want to catch this activity, you can see. And also it will be on Facebook, because every activity is on Facebook Live. And that's it. So, well, thank you very much for joining this activity, and have a great day. Bye.